now tuned in to Selfmade TV.
What it is, man, it's Walk Like Jordan. You're here with Selfmade TV nationwide, and I finally caught up with one of our own funky towns, Fort Worth, Texas. Brooklyn Pope, Dunbar alumni, Dunbar star. We here. I'm getting ready to get an interview with her, and this is one of the interviews that I've been waiting on. So she gonna pretty much keep y'all intact, let y'all know what's going on with her, where she's at right now, the big move she just made, and we gonna keep it locked.
New recruit, here I am over here with Brooklyn Pope, 2008 McDonald's All-American MVP.
So I'm here with Brooklyn Pope, the one and only Brooklyn Pope. Say hi to the camera.
Brooklyn boy. So
First of all, we're gonna start out with a lot of people don't know. I know where you're from, but what is your cultural background? Where are you from? Where did you grow up at?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I grew up in Stop 6. Everybody know that. Right on Carberry, right down the street from Dunbar High School. I went to Dunbar, and basically that runs it down on where I grew up at and where I'm from. Fort Worth, Stop 6, Dunbar. Then I went to Rutgers, then I went to Baylor, and then I'm gonna keep going and doing whatever else God put in front of me.
That's what's up. So you went to Dunbar High School and you met a lot of accomplishments there. You won the state title, of course. What year was that?
05 and 07.
05 and 07. And you were a freshman, sophomore, junior?
Freshman and junior year.
I remember I was probably a sophomore, junior around that time, and I just kept remember hearing the name Brooklyn Pope, Brooklyn Pope. So I'm here with Brooklyn Pope, Dunbar's alumni, Dunbar star, now playing in the WNBA for Chicago Sky, and you previously played at the University of Baylor, right?
Baylor University.
And before that, you played for the Rutgers.
Yeah, I played for the Rutgers.
So coming out of high school, what were you? I know coming out of high school, you had this big name worldwide, all over. What were you ranked?
I was number 3 in the country, depending on what list you look at, and number 5 to the lowest.
What were you overall players, period, point blank?
Overall, 3 and 5.
Okay.
But it depends what list you look at. Like,
So you were ranked number 3 forward coming out of high school in 2008. 2008. And you ended up going to Rutgers. Why did you choose the Rutgers?
I chose Rutgers for my mom's sake, and the fact that it was a black university. Well, it's not really a black university, but Coach String is black, and at the end of the day, she could have molded me into more of a woman ready for the world versus, you know.
So it was kind of like a historical thing. Your mom pretty much played a big factor into that. Because I remember you was leaning back and forth between schools, and so you ended up leaving the Rutgers. Do you kind of want to elaborate on that, or?
I left Rutgers because basically I didn't want to go there from when I went there. I just did it for my mom, and when things didn't work out, when things didn't pan out the way I thought they would, then I just felt the need to go ahead and leave. But at the end of the day, I could have made Rutgers work. I just didn't want to make Rutgers work because I was like a prima donna and, you know, just a brat. So that's why I was like, yo, I'm getting up out of here. And I could sign off for myself, so I did. At the end of the day, I could have made Rutgers work, and I could have been just as successful, probably even more successful had I stayed.
Did you have any regrets on that whole situation?
I did. I used to have regrets, but at this point it's over now, you know, like it doesn't matter. But throughout some tough times in Baylor, I was like, yo, I should have stayed because I knew Coach Stringer and that staff at Rutgers genuinely cared for me. And they genuinely wanted me to succeed, but they wanted me to do things correctly. And I feel like at Baylor I got that too, but it just would have been a different feel from a black coach at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I understand when you get older, you start to understand and figure that stuff out. And I mean, you ended up at Baylor, which was also one of the top schools. You know, they had some of the top recruits, and they had Brittany Griner, who was already signed there. What led to that?
I decided to go to Baylor because that's where I wanted to go out of high school because it's close to home. You know, my mom could see me every weekend, or, you know, my mom washed my clothes every week. in college. I've never washed my clothes ever in my life. She come down, she pick them up, she bring them back when she come back. And, you know, just the thought of me playing close to home, because I have enough time in my life to play away from home where my mom won't be able to see me or whatever, my family. And, you know, Coach Damian McKinney, the assistant coach, he used to be my AAU coach. He had a big influence on me getting back, because just having that love and that genuine care around, it really meant a lot.
That was the black guy?
Yeah, he's an assistant coach there.
I met him at my previous run at McLennan in Waco when I played college ball there, and I met that coach that you're specifically talking about. He had nothing but positive things to say about you. But that was your freshman year when you went to before you were actually going to Rutgers. He was telling me that they were trying to get you.
Yeah.
So, you know, and leaving Rutgers and going to Baylor, you know, you were still a standout player. Of course, you played on the side of Brittany Griner, Odyssey Sims, Destiny. What was the biggest impact in playing with, you know, Odyssey Sims, Brittany Griner, Destiny? What was the impact that they had on your experience at Baylor?
You know, I just knew everybody was going to play hard. Everybody wanted to win, but I had played with Brittany and Odyssey throughout AAU, so that was normal for me to play with them. But to play with the cast of people that I was playing with, like Jordan Madden and Kamitra Hayden, you know, it was just a lot of players that could play, and it was a big impact to get me prepared for a professional world where everybody on the team is going to be good. So everything ain't going to be on you. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that was the learning experience to play with other great players.
Okay. So I understand that you have siblings. You have
Tony and Tim.
Tony and Tim, which are your older brothers.
Yes.
Okay. What impact did they play? There go Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn. Y'all see the smile. What impact did they play? You know, of them having a younger sister that's doing it big on, you know, the basketball level.
Oh, they encouraged me so much. I talk to my brothers at least 5 times a week for over 2 hours on the phone. Like, I know for sure I'm going to talk to them for a very long time about random events that don't even matter. And then when we do talk about basketball, Tony will say something like, you still can't beat me, and most importantly, you need to go work on your jump shot. Something crazy, you know, but they encourage me a lot with basketball, and they tell me to keep pushing for it, you know, keep going for it, because I can really do it, you know. I can really make it. I can really do something with it. So, you know.
And I have to agree with them, because, I mean, as I told you when the camera was off, I feel like you're getting ready to take a step where you're not only representing yourself, you're not representing your mama, you're not just representing your brothers, you're not just representing Baylor or the Rutgers, but you represent a whole community. Dallas, you from Fort Worth, but around the world, nationwide, they say Dallas, Fort Worth. So you finna get ready to represent Dallas, Fort Worth, because I don't think we have a player right now that's playing in the NBA or the WNBA. Dallas has quite a few guys that play, and you know, maybe some females that play in the WNBA, but Fort Worth has none. So
right, they had Brittany Raven, but she's not really Fort Worth. She's Crowley.
Okay, because you getting ready to represent, you know, Fort Worth on a major scale. You gon' when people say, "Oh, that's Brooklyn Pope, man, she's doing her thing." Where she from? She's from Fort Worth. You represent Fort Worth, Texas. How is that? I mean, are you nervous? Are you ready? You motivated?
I mean, the community supports me extremely. Like, the community supports me a lot, you know, and they always have supported me. When we won state in 2005, like, the entire gym was filled with Dunbar and people who just come from Fort Worth to cheer us on, you know. They supported Germans, they supported Charles Smith, you know. Fort Worth will always support anybody that's trying to do something, especially in sports. So I'm not really worried about Fort Worth supporting me. They're going to keep me motivated regardless, because they're always going to stay tuned in what I'm doing. I know I got love for Fort Worth, and that keeps me motivated, because Fort Worth always is there for Brooklyn at the end of the day. I'm one of their own. I was just at Dunbar Gym yesterday working out with Ron Bennett, and he's from Eastern Hills. He's not even from Dunbar, so that's just like, you know, that's Fort Worth. Everybody from Funky Town gonna show love all the time. It doesn't matter.
So now that you got the city on your back, pretty much is what I'm saying.
No, not at all. It's not on my back.
I'm saying it ain't time. Like, we don't want no letdown. We want you to get it.
Yeah.
We want you to get it.
I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Now, outside of this Brooklyn Pope on the court, you know, there is the rap.
Boy.
Brooklyn Boy is what they call you. And I want you to elaborate on that, you know, your music, how well it's moving, how for basketball may have played an impact to that.
Me rapping, you know, I've been rapping for a long time, but like I finally put money into myself to rap correctly, to actually have a CD out, put it on that pill where you can download for free, like to promote it the correct way. So just in case it get into the right hands, it can do good things. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I've been rapping for a long time, and it just helped me stay motivated with basketball. So nothing can really let me down. You know, when I get tired of basketball, things get shaky, I can go listen to my own music or something. It's the perfect getaway.
So now that you're on a major scale, because WNBA is, you know, basketball is, you know, like that person's dream, whether they plan it or whether they just want to wake up and watch all the games. And, you know, now that you finally on that major professional level, are you gonna take, you know, some time out? Now you can do a little bit more and put it towards your music career.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna invest in myself, and hopefully I get other people on board to invest into sponsor me or to support me or just watch my movements. You know, if it's no more than watching a YouTube video or if it's no more than downloading a CD off thatpip.com, like it doesn't matter. Or follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You know, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do on my end, and I just hope that a lot of people draw to it just as much as they're drawing into my basketball, because I'm not a bad rapper. Quite honestly, I'm really good.
There's a lot of females really that she's killing. I'm just gonna be honest.
You know.
In the time that you was doing music, because I know you had a run-in at Baylor where you were doing music and it kind of interfered.
Yeah, some parents, some recruit parents that the coaches are recruiting actually called Kim and was like, I made a video called If You, and the people at Waco really showed me love. You know, they came out and they was on the video, and you know, the video was booming. I'm talking about 1,000 videos, 1,000 views in the first week. Everybody live, you know. And the guy called Coach Muggy or whatever, I guess he saw it, and he was just like, yo, she on there talking about sucking and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. I was like, it doesn't matter if I'm talking about that. If your daughter don't have enough common sense not to do certain stuff, then college isn't for her. Really, she should live under a rock, you know what I'm saying? Because what rapper don't tell you to do something crazy, or what music don't tell you to go do something? Even gospel music tell you to do something. They tell you to jump for joy, rejoice, whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying?
Not a real Brooklyn Pope coming out.
So like at the end of the day, you know, the dude was a hater, and at the end of the dude's daughter didn't even end up coming to Baylor. No, she didn't even end up signing to come to Baylor. But he made that big deal because he's, in his own mind, he's holier than thou. I don't even know the guy, but, you know, how he feel doesn't even really matter.
So we low on time. I know you got a flight to catch because you're getting ready to make your big debut in Chicago. I guess you got workout tonight?
No, not tonight.
Not tonight?
I think we start Sunday.
So we're going to get off that and we're going to jump to this real quick. I just want to ask you, because I know it's a lot of people out there that, you know, what impact did Kim Mulkey, what impact did C. Vivian Stringer, what impact did they have on you as far as playing for them?
Coach Monkey impact was motivation. You know, she told us to go hard and play hard and don't think, you know, just play. And that was her perspective of basketball, versus Coach Stringer was like, not only play hard but do it correctly. So if you're supposed to set a pick at this angle, you need to set it at this angle, not just set it. So they just had two different personalities, but in the end of the day, they just wanted the players to be successful so everybody around them could be.
And I mean, that's what's up, and it's great to hear you, you know, be able to elaborate like that. You sound professional already. I know you a rookie. But, so I got a couple more questions. How proud is your mom? Can you elaborate on that? I know
My mother, she's completely excited. she's all over the place right now. You know, she's preparing to go to San Antonio. She's preparing to come to Chicago. I'm really excited for my mother because she put so much into me. Not necessarily financially, but just time-wise, with going to all those gyms all the time and traveling here and there to see me play basketball. I remember I was with Forward Ballers with Coach Steve, and we had a tournament in Victoria, Texas, and I was no more than 10. And she got the entire family there. And we playing on 8-foot goals, you know. Like, she supported me through everything. So I'm happy that I'm doing good, so my mom could be happy.
It reminds me of a time that you was playing. I told you about this. You was playing at Wilkinson Grind, and we was all sitting there. And I ain't gonna lie, we all came to see Brooke Pope play because it was that much hype on your name in the city. Now, not to mention, we all on varsity ourselves, but we came to see you play for the simple fact everybody was rallied about this girl named Brooke Pope who could dunk the ball, and we had never seen a girl dunk, but that's what everybody was talking about in the city. And I remember sitting by right next to your mom, and I remember hearing her say, I make sure my baby got whatever she wants because I know one day that I'm going to get it back.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You made, her dream come true.
Yeah, I'm going to keep making her dreams come true. I'm going to be successful as I could possibly be, and do everything in accordance to the way I'm supposed to do it. So I'm good on that. My mom's going to remain proud of me. I'm going to do my part.
What impact do you want to have on the city of Fort Worth? To all of those, the youth, the younger boys, the younger girls, people like myself, people out here in the industry that's trying to get it, what impact do you want to have on them?
It doesn't matter what you're doing that you can do it, I want to be a rapper. I'm rapping, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have videos out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter. If you want to be a basketball player, you can do it. If you want to be a preacher, you can do it. It really doesn't matter what you want to do, you can do it. If you could think it, then you could do it. And, just don't quit on yourself because other people will. But don't quit on yourself because you're all you got.
And that's what's up. I know you've been through it all as far as college basketball. Going from one school, going to another school. And I feel like just being able to deal with everything that came your way, the times that you didn't start, you felt like you should have started, the times that you ended up starting when, we knew all along you should have been starting.
Yeah.
From each university, I think that, your story is great for people to know about, and it should send a message to younger folks that it might not happen when you want it to happen, but if you stay consistent with it and you keep working and you keep grinding and you stay loyal, eventually God got you.
Yeah, it will happen. You just got to keep the faith. You got to keep going hard at it, whatever you're doing.
And just, coming from a friend, a person that you've been knowing, I'm proud of you. I'm proud for you. Because, along the way, hey, I've been there.
Right.
So, I done made them trips down to Waco.
Yeah.
And all of that.
And
you've been getting it in. So,
right, it's nothing.
Last question, and we're going to get out of here. And I'm scared to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
You probably shouldn't then if you're scared, man.
Out of all, Baylor has pretty much topped the charts these last couple of years as far as sports, each and every sport, football, basketball, different activities they do. Out of all the stars that's come out of Baylor, Robert Griffin, Brittany Griner, soon Odyssey Sims, Quincy AC. Who else? I know Kevin Rogers played there. Out of all those players, those household names that will people forever hold Baylor, and yourself. What player, motivates you the most? What player can you relate to the most?
Well, I can relate to Fred Ellis the most because that's my friend or whatever, and he knows me inside out. But if they have to be a big name, then I would say Quincy AC because he was undersized. They told him he couldn't do a lot of things, and he just had that heart that don't die. And even though he went second round in the NBA, he made it. Not to mention the fact he never got sent to D-League. Not to mention the fact he takes care of his family and he goes to church every day. He's a guy to really look up to, and he's not holier than thou or some guy trying to act like something he's not. He's really a cool dude, He's just somebody that I could really look up to because his work ethic is so incredible with how the things that he can't do, you don't even see the things that he can't do because he just show you what he can do so hard. He's going to get every rebound. He's going to dunk on you even though he's undersized, you know. He's just a really remarkable person when it comes to drive and work ethic and just faith in God, because, I mean, the guy was in church every Sunday with or without anyone going with him. He was going to go. And he
That's
doing
what's
it.
up.
Yeah, he doing
I mean,
it
I know
all the time.
Quincy. Big shouts out to the homie. You know, another one representing Dallas. Played against him in AAU. Actually got to kick it with him. You know, coming down to Baylor and stuff. All of those guys. So I mean, that's what's up. That sounds like a story. Sound like I need to get in it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get out of here. The last question is, what did you study at Baylor?
I got a degree in education and a minor in communications.
And what do you, outside of basketball, you plan on using that anywhere?
Who knows? I might be on the radio, or I might be whoop-de-whoop, but hopefully I'll be a big-time rapper and a big-time basketball player, you feel me?
Okay, so I need to get in there somewhere, whether it's management, whether it's if you get a gig on the radio.
Whatever it is, I got you, don't
something.
worry.
So you got it firsthand. Got the homegirl here, Brooklyn Pope, Fort Worth, Texas. We're going to get ready to get out of here.
Selfmade TV, Brooklyn boy.
Let's get it.